Pictured Rocks Boat Tour is hosting their annual Yoopers Ride Free Days event this weekend. Yooper Days. Ansley Watson is in Munising with another beautiful sunrise. That looks great, Ansley.
I know, right, Vicki? Check it out. For every Yooper out there, now is the opportunity to come check out one of the most beautiful national lake shores. Can we just take a moment to just look at this? It's gorgeous. So how often do we talk about living very close to really neat and cool things, but we never go check it out for ourselves? Well, this weekend gives you the opportunity to come check out the National Lakeshore, because the Pictured Rocks boat cruises are giving free boat rides to every Yooper out there. It's on Saturday and Sunday, and I heard a lot of people come for this, and a lot of people come very early to receive those free tickets. So we'll talk later about that later in the hour. Stay with us. Reporting live in Munising, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Little jealous, not gonna lie. Thanks, Ansley. It looks wonderful out there this morning. Of course, Yooper Day has a whole lot more. They've got booths and food and everything else. It's a party.
True party, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a great weekend.
I know, and I know every year when they host things like this, it's always, you know, a chance you take what the weather's going to be like. It's going to be a busy weekend for Munising. They're celebrating Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore with Yooper Days. This morning, Ansley Watson is at the Pictured Rock Boat Cruises telling us more about what Yoopers can look forward to. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. This is a gorgeous morning to be out here on the lake. It's beautiful. Joining me this morning is the manager for Pictured Rock Boat Cruises, John Madigan. Good morning.
Welcome to Munising.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Pleasure having you.
No problem. It's gorgeous here. So when did this free boat rides for Yoopers start up, and why did you start it up?
It started about 5 years ago. We decided to take a kind of a slow weekend in early June and maybe impact the economy of Munising and give some payback to the UP residents. And we thought a free boat ride on the weekend would be wonderful, and it's worked out.
You're telling me about 75% of Upper Peninsula residents have never been on this boat cruise before, is that right?
Well, we took a survey the first couple of years, and about 75% of the people, they might have been to Pictured Rocks, but not on the boat tour. So it was certainly a lot of people that knew about Pictured Rocks, but they were on the boat tour.
So it's a two-day event, Saturday and Sunday.
About 3 years ago, we ran out of capacity to take people out, so we expanded it to 2 days, which allowed us to take another 1,500 people out.
Now, there are limited tickets for each day. About how many?
There's 1,500 free trips per day for UP residents with a valid ID, picture ID with a UP address. So you need to have a valid picture ID, driver's license is preferred, with a UP address, and you just show that, show up in person, and we give you tickets.
So this is a great event. You do the boat cruises, but there's also the Pictured Rock Days as well. What goes on there?
They have about 75, 80 vendors from across the Upper Peninsula, and I guess the Midwest, and they have food, and they have crafts, and they have shows, and they have live music and things for kids, and it's kind of a big festival.
So this is the 50th anniversary for the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, right?
It's the 50th anniversary of the Pictured Rocks, which is the first national lakeshore in America, which is a pretty big milestone for the UP.
It is. Also, you guys are getting a new boat, or you just got a new boat, what, last week?
Yeah, well, it was delivered last week, yes. Yeah, so we're excited about that, and we'll be putting that into service here this summer.
How many people can that hold?
We'll probably put about a couple hundred people on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Compared to your other 4 boats, I guess you have?
Yeah, our boats range anywhere from about 125 to 150 people, and a new boat can handle about 200 to 250 people.
And you are also building a new dock for that boat. When is that expected to be done?
At the end of the month.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, John, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We'll talk more about the event later in the hour.
Absolutely.
Stay with
Thank
us. Reporting live in Munising, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, that looks fantastic. Thank you very much, Ansley. And they couldn't have pre-ordered a better weather weekend.
Yeah. Welcome back. Well, Munising is going to be quite busy this weekend as Pictured Rock Boat Cruises is hosting their Yooper Days. Ansley Watson is down in Munising this morning to tell us a little bit more about this weekend's activities. And Ansley, I hope they're not working you too hard today.
Yeah, not at all. It's been a great morning, Sam. Joining me this morning is the manager for the Pictured Rock Boat Cruises, John Madigan. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm curious. So these boat rides are free for Yoopers.
Yes.
But I've been told since I wasn't born here, I'm not a Yooper. Am I invited?
You're always invited, but you can't go for free.
Oh, okay. There's that.
This is our give back to the Upper Peninsula and to the Upper Peninsula residents, and we always welcome anybody, but this is our special event for the Upper Peninsula. And if you're from the UP and have a valid address in the Upper Peninsula, and we don't run out of tickets because there is a limit of 1,500 tickets per day.
Okay.
And once we're out of the 1,500, we don't have any more left. We're at full capacity. So if you meet those requirements, you're welcome here for free. And if you don't meet them, you're still welcome, but you do have to buy a ticket.
What time do the boat cruises start going out?
Our first one goes at 8 o'clock, and our last one goes out at 7 at night.
And people come really early, right?
Yes, really early.
Is anybody like camping out or anything? Does that ever happen?
We haven't had them camped out, but we get here early and they're lined up already. So they come early, and every year it gets a little bit earlier, and every year we get a little bit more people. So the first year we did it, Ansley, we did 900 free rides one day. Second year we did 1,500 free rides. The third year we did 2,000 free rides, and last year we did 3,000 free rides. And that's about all we can handle until we get another boat here in operation.
Wow. And you guys just received a new boat last week that got delivered here.
We received it, and we'll be putting that in operation here this summer. Won't be available for this weekend, unfortunately, but we still have ability to take out 1,500 free Upper Peninsula residents. And I think it's important. Last year, 74 communities came from the Upper Peninsula. Every county came, and we had 1,500 people. We had 2 days, so 1,500 each day, about 3,000 for the weekend. 1,000 people came from Marquette County.
Wow.
1,000 people.
So not only are the boat cruises going on, but there's also the Pictured Rock Days going on. What is that about?
After the first year we did the ride, the local chamber wanted to start a festival. And there's 85 vendors in the park. There's 4 or 5 bands that play during the day. There's kids events, and there's all kinds of things for people to do, walk around. There's food vendors and enjoy Munising. And it's more than just the Pictured Rocks here, Munising. We have many other opportunities for people to enjoy the waterfalls, the park. They can go out on a shipwreck tour. They can go do other stuff out in the community, and it's our opportunity to showcase Munising.
And that goes from 10 to 6.
The park is 10 to 6.
Okay.
The boat rides start at 8, and that goes to 7 o'clock in the evening. And you can come in the morning and get a ticket. So you have to come in person to get your ticket. You have to have a valid residence of the Upper Peninsula with a photo ID. And you can come in the morning and get your tickets, and they're date stamped. So you might come in the morning at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and you might be able to pick a trip that's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you know when you're going to go out on the boat once you get your tickets. So you don't have to line up and wait in line. You know you're going to have a specific time to go. And then you can go enjoy the community.
Now, the economic impact that this has had on Munising is huge for you guys.
Well, I think that it makes a mediocre weekend early in the year a very good weekend for the community. But the economic impact the park has on the community is phenomenal. There's a peer-reviewed study. It's about between $20 and $30 million a year of impact to Munising by the park. We have every state comes here with a minimum of 50 people. 50 countries come here. It's becoming a large event.
It's very exciting.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about the weekend?
I just hope everybody that's in the Upper Peninsula can come down and enjoy our ride. And I hope we have good weather. Obviously, weather dependent. If we get a tremendous amount of wind, we can't take the boats out. But it looks good. It looks good. Hopefully, your weather people will help us out. Carl Bonack up there, maybe you can say, do us a little dance or something. But just come and enjoy it. We live in the Upper Peninsula, and there's so many natural resources here. And just take a moment out of your life and come down and enjoy something, because it's amazing how many people in the UP Upper Peninsula have not been to Pictured Rocks, and it's so close.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. Well, John, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Reporting live in Munising, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.